Now we have all of our strips sewn in sets of twos. Okay, I'm going to look at my strip and I see I have a long thread here, so I know this was the end I started at. And then I have a long thread here and I know I started sewing on this end. So I'm going to switch this one around. Okay, before you start sewing your strips of twos, before you start this step, you want to lay out your strips of twos and get the design for the rug that you want. Okay, if you noticed, when I sewed this together, I sewed the side that had a seam to the fat side of the strip. Okay, I want to keep that pattern going. And I'm going to take my strips of two and I'm going to start sewing them together. So I have strips of fours. I'm going to use my same zigzag that I used when I was putting the twos together. Make sure you're not starting at the same end that on both ends. What I mean is, if you finished with that end, if you started with this one, try to get the side that you finished with. Okay, using a zigzag stitch, we're going to stitch these together just like we did the sets of twos. Okay, this thread here where the sets of twos, I want to cut that off because I want to know which side I started on with my sets of fours. Again, do not pull your material through the sewing machine, because if you pull it, you're going to kind of stretch it. Just let your machine pull it through, and you just keep it the pieces together. So all I'm doing is just holding it together so my pieces don't separate. Okay, I'm going to cut, I don't want any threads down here, so I'm going to cut all of those threads close. Now I know that I started this on this end. Okay, you're going to go through and you're going to sew all of your two strips. I'm trying to get it camera back out so you can see. All of your two strips in together to make 4 strips. So now when you finish with your jelly roll, you should have 10 of these. You want to take these back to your ironing board and do the same thing that you did with your when you iron those twos together. You want to make sure it's straight. You want to steam it. If it's not straight, kind of pull it straight while you're steaming it, and that will get it straight.